Hi everyone, this is Lori here with Lori Hooks. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So I thought I would get on here quick and talk about something that I noticed. I noticed it about a couple weeks ago, but then it happened again yesterday. So I thought that I would talk about this because I've never heard anybody mention it before, and I just thought I would point this out. I thought that it was interesting, weird, and a little odd. So a few weeks ago was the buy one, get one 50% off at Michael's, and I popped into Michael's to see if they had anything there that I wanted, and I had a pattern in mind that I wanted to use like a Caron cake for. So I popped in there and got looking at the Caron cakes and realized that they had a color that I have one in my stash, and the one wasn't enough, and I thought, okay, they have this now. I'm going to pick one of these up, and then I'll have one to work with one that I have, so that way I can use them up. So picked it up, brought it home, and I'm a little bit matchy-matchy. I do like things to match, and the particular thing that I was looking at working on, it's something that if you don't color control, it's going to be really obvious that it's not color controlled and it's going to come out. So I wanted to matchy it. So I start looking at these two and comparing them. So one of these is my old one. One is the new one. And they are not like each other. So I'll explain why. So this one is my original. This one I bought, I don't know if I bought it last spring. I think I bought it last spring. I don't think it was a spring before. It's when cloud cakes were new, and then they had them, you know, the cloud cakes finally showed up, and 10 minutes later they went on sale, and then they went to clearance. It was like a very quick changeover. So this one I purchased on clearance. The color on this is Lagoon, and if you're not familiar with Caron cloud cakes, they are a medium 4, and they have 760 yards on the cake, so it's a nice big cake, beautiful soft yarn, and these are my colors. So that's the reason why I picked it up. They only had one in the clearance, and I did go to a couple other Michael's stores while they had the clearance on to check to see if I could find another one, and I couldn't. Unfortunately, Michael's, when there's a clearance, they often don't show the stock online here. So like this one did not show that it was in stock at the store that I went to. I know I looked before I went to see what they had on clearance, and there was nothing there. And then when I got to the store, there was a whole bunch of different stuff, and this was one of the things that I picked up that day. So this is the one that I got before that I had in my stash. And here's the one that I just purchased. And at a glance, they look the same. They have the same color name. They are both Lagoon. And at a glance, they look the same, but they are not the same. And I can't really, this is hard for me to do. I can't hold up both at the same time, so I think I'm going to change my camera angle. So just a minute. So these are my two Caron cloud cakes. They are the same way up. And at a glance, they're the same. But in this one, see, it goes green, black, purple, blue, green. In this one, it's the opposite. It works up. It goes, on this one it started with green. So we'll start with green, green, black, purple, blue. Green, black, purple, blue. They're opposites. This one goes this way, this one goes this way. Or the opposite way around, whichever way you think of it, but they are not the same. And I don't know why Caron does this. Anybody knows, please let me know, because I think it's weird. So if you were in the store and you're buying yarn and you want to know how to tell the difference, here you go. Now, usually when I buy yarn, I do try to match up my numbers when I'm buying them at the same time. Obviously, when I buy them a year apart, I know I'm not going to get the same colors, like the same lot numbers and all those kind of things. But these, I think that the first 4 numbers are the year. So this is my old one, and it's 2021. This is my new one that I just bought a couple weeks ago. This one says 2022. Both have the same color name. They are both Lagoon. Both Lagoon. Yeah, it's interesting. Now, all the other numbers on here are different. I agree, they are all different, but it's still just oddball. I don't know why they don't make them the same order at least. Why switch it? And I have another example. Let's bring it in here. These two I bought yesterday, both of them. I bought them at different stores. This one's the same. So in this one, I'm going to start from down here. It goes white or off-white, dark green, light brown, dark brown, light brown, back to the white. This one's the opposite. White, light brown, dark brown, light green, dark green, white. Very odd. And it's the same, that when you look at the labels, one says 2023, colors beach glass. I didn't mention these are Caron cotton cakes. This cake is an old one that they had. 2022, color name's the same, beach glass. Why does Caron do this? It's really odd. And if you weren't paying attention and you were looking for that striping effect, you could be very disappointed in how your project comes out. You know, the lot numbers is one thing and the slightly different variation in the colors is one thing, but to have them in a completely different, well, not completely different order, in the opposite order, it's just bizarre. And why does Caron do this? So I try not to make my channel negative, but this is just something that I think that people should be aware of when you're shopping for yarn, or even when just if you're gonna crochet it the other way around so that the colors work, so that you're aware. I just think that the awareness needs to be there, and I'm letting you guys know if you've never seen this before, because I had never seen it before. Now you're aware, now you know. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for liking my videos. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing my videos out if you do. If you have a friend that you think should know about this, please feel free to share this off to them. And I'll see you next time on Lori Hooks. Bye, everyone.